Welcome to Talladega Superspeedway here for the Racers Elite. We got a lot of drivers in here. It's nice. So race info, 85 laps, 100% fuel, unlimited tire changes, one fast repair. I forgot to put that in the description for it. So pull up the qualifying or the starting order here. So first will be Les Levy, Troy Thomas, Rick Kennedy, third, fourth, Andrew Teft, fifth, Greg McConey. Who I think it is. Sixth, Don Riley. Seventh, let me see if I get this right. I don't want to butcher his name. Yeah, that's somebody else's name. Where's Riley? Hold on. Yeah, Evan Gometti. Eighth, Brandon Zimmerman. Ninth, Richard Hurst. 10th, Frank Chavez. 11th, Chris Gagzol. Yeah, Gagzol. 12th, Aaron Roth. 13th, Terry Fennell. 14th, Barry Nelson. 15th, Austin Norris. 16th, Truth Hope. 17th, Trevor Fedig. 18th, Adam Kilday. 19th, Nathan Korniski. Konarski. 20th, Justin Day. 21st, Stephen Castle. 22nd, Mark Mann. 23rd, Chris Lewis. 24th, Aaron Marquis. 25th, Dalton Wilson. 26th, Kinsley Smith. Go down here. 27th, 27th, Kinsley Smith. 28th, Brandon Newton. 29th, Jack Hannon. 30th, Jack Kelly. 31st, Jonathan Clapp. And 32nd is Charles Hauser. Let me pull up my trading paints here to give them all a paints refresh. Almost forgot about that. And a lot of drivers here today. We will give them all a refresh now, so their paints will pop in if they do have one. I'll probably give them another one here just in case. Let me do it one more time because I'm not completely sure that paint schemes are loaded in right. So we'll do that again. I think 2 to 3 of these people are most likely RC. So I have to keep that in mind. You will not see everybody out on the track. Pretty big field. It's been a decent amount of time since I've done one of these that have this many people in it. I will say that much. Interesting to see, though. Kind of good to see at the same time. I think it's Jeff McConey who owns McConey's. I'm pretty sure. I think. We're gonna look. I think it is. Not completely sure though. I'm just trying to figure that out. We'll find out one day. Pace truck will pull in here. Les Levy will lead them to green. Troy Thomas on his outside. Starter will have the flag in his hand. They're going to enter the Geico restart zone as the green flag is in the air. We are underway here from Talladega. guys are already moving around here a little bit. We got somebody up towards the middle already. Gonna make it 3 wide here. These guys are going at it for sure. Got the 39 riding that high line. We're already 3 wide. Coney leading the middle with that 98 behind him, trying to give him a little bit of a shove. Looks like we got guys that have kind of chilled out in the back. I would possibly be one of those. I know that it's Austin Norris is way behind. These guys back here probably need to tuck in as soon as they can behind each other. Do not want to be not tucked in. I just want to keep the draft. 6/10 is when you lose the draft of the guy in front of you. Anything further than that, you will lose it. You see Greg McConey up here in that high line. You know, see guys probably 1 to 2, or probably single file or 2 wide. I don't know if we'll be seen 4 wide. You can do it at this track. It's wider than Daytona. I've yet to see people do that in iRacing. One, because it's netcode central for these guys. We have the Napa Auto Parts Chevy Silverado up high. That is the 15 of Kinsley Smith. Get a shove. Looks like the 2 got shoved down below the track. That is Rick Kennedy. So he'll come back up and merge somewhat safely, not safely. Into the wall they go. That was, who was this? That was the 55 of Truth Hoke. We'll go back and watch it really quickly. I'm going to say that 4 wide. Yeah, it's not going to work here. Yeah, driver, just, yeah, not enough room. That's not a smart idea to do. That'll put Greg McConey to the lead. And these guys can go roughly 50 laps on fuel, I'm guessing. I'm kind of just throwing that up there at the moment. I really don't know what their fuel mileage is. We'll have to find out. That's a lot of movement here. These guys are moving up and down. Yeah, who? I don't know. What's their fuel? Also trying to track the NFL draft. The backslide of Shadur Sanders needs to be studied. I'm not very surprised, though, if I'm being honest with you. Kind of knew this would happen to him. He was an overrated prospect to begin with. These guys just racing side by side up here. I need to tell it to not record passing events. As Castle has apparently went off track. So there was a wreck back here. That might bring out a caution. Driver sideways. We stay green. I was going to say, I got a notification that somebody went off track here. It was towards the back. That something happened with the 24 there. And they just keep making contact. So I don't. That's odd. I don't know what exactly happened there. Marquise just ran the fastest lap, 49.70 this race. So, but Superspeedway, we might have someone else around in the back. We did for a second, and there's a caution. Gonna say I saw somebody around. Was it the 191? It was. Gets loose. He is loose everywhere. That rear end is dancing around. That truck was never in the track. Goes through the dirt as he is able to save it. He'll come back up on the track. May have been a separate incident behind him, though. These guys were just damaged enough. That's why. Someone was stopped on track. Who is this? Charles Hauser. I think he blew up. I think he's... Oh, he can't see anything. So he doesn't know where he is. He's trying to get the pit road. Just locks it down and comes to a complete stop and then gets back rolling. I don't know about that. Have to see, does this bring anybody to pit road? Andrew Teff just rolling around right now. Pittsburgh Steelers do not pick for another 3 or 13 picks. So I've got a while for that, that's for sure. We'll have people come down pit road. This will be fuel. Well, you could probably take tires anyway. I'm going to say these guys have unlimited tires, so you might as well just go ahead and take them. If you're coming down pit road, it can't hurt. You're going to lose track position about the same time. I was going to say, Charles, I had a feeling that's what it was. Yeah, I had a feeling, I mean, you couldn't see at all where you were. I had a feeling that's what you were doing, is stopping, is trying to get that hood to lay down. Nathan Konarski up here. These guys, so top 3 to not pit. Everybody else, yeah, if one guy comes down, just go ahead and come down. Also, it can't hurt you. Guys will get to use their fast repairs, though, that needed to use it. It's one thing for them. It's a positive. That was at least 3 or 4 fast repairs that will be used there. I think 3 for them. I don't think we'll see anybody come down and top off. So the whole issue now we've got with the top 3 is they're going to be off sequence on their pit stops. So they're going to have to hope for another caution here to get them back on sequence with everybody else. Because they will be... Let's see. If they're leading, they're going to be burning even more fuel. They're going to have to ride in the back a little bit to try to even out their fuel. But still, you're trying to make up an 8-lap difference. I don't think that's going to be possible for them at all. That's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. Nobody else will come down pit road again, so lights will go off on the pace car here. Be the 98 and the 1 will lead them back to green. I think. Who was it? Yeah, Austin Norris got his lap back. He's back on the lead lap. Charles is a new racer too. I just realized that he is D class 9 or not 9, 290 IR, so he is incredibly new to iRacing. Yeah, I got DQ'd. I thought it was on purpose. I was gonna say it looked weird, but then when I looked at it again, you couldn't see. So I see why they made that call. pace truck will pull in here. Excuse me. Pace truck in, going to be entering the Geico restart zone here as the green flag will be in the air. We are back underway here. The one does not get a good start, but in my mind, that really doesn't matter as much as people think it does. Andrew Teff will be out and away, but he will need to block as the one's going to try to take the lead himself as he will do that. I'm going to say Andrew got a really good start, but the issue with getting a really good start is you get way, way out there. Guys are able to get a absolute massive run on you. 68, I know him from another league, from Andrew's league, actually. Some guys jockeying for position. This would be me back here. I'd be where the 4, the 191 is. I would not want to be up front, or either want to be up front or in the back. You do not want to be in the middle because that's when all the crap happens. Oh, okay, so you're a dirt driver. Okay, I was going to say, it just shows the IR of ovals. So, yeah, it's kind of like me with road courses. I'm new to road courses, so I thought you were new to iRacing in general. That's my bad. Everybody now down to that bottom line. Well, not everybody exactly. We got some guys up in that high line trying to make it work, and there's somewhat, there they go. I saw that happening, and they're going to save it. We're going to stay green. And never mind, no, we're not. There goes the one around. Konarski as, hello. Ooh, that's the rear bumper cover gone. That actually might not be too bad of damage, though. I saw them go 3 wide, and that was not going to work. It all starts here with... Who does it start with? 707 is who it starts with. Looks like he goes up. That sends the 1 up the track. 1 then gets into the 57. That sends him sideways. 57 actually saves it. Then he comes up and gets door slammed by the 15. And what happens with the 1 here that causes him to spin? He gets clipped by the Tide truck here, the 196. That spins him around. Looks like that's really the only contact there. The 39 might have got a little bit of damage, possibly. We'll see here. I think the 39 did get a little bit of damage. John Riley. Yeah, Riley. He just kept it up against the wall. It looks like that was... He also has his left front fender removed, so that's not good for him. I don't think that's too bad of damage. Okay, that's odd. Oh, is his steering broke? Hold on, his steering maybe broke. I don't know what that was. Okay, that's weird there. But we have guys coming to pit road. Day's still going to stay out. Some guys that came down last time are staying out. I'd pit with everybody else. Just get on their pit cycle. I would want to be on the same cycle as everyone. I don't want to be somebody else. Somebody just blew up. I heard it there. That'll put Evan Gometti to the lead. Justin Day second. Chris Jock Zoll, third. See, lights will go off on the pace truck here. This time by, we got people wrecking under caution apparently. What is going on here? No, we don't. It's just telling me we have people that are wrecking under caution. We have one person extremely off cycle. That is Day. He's yet to come down pit road. We have 4 guys pitted on lap 8. They're off cycle also. Then everybody else behind them is lap 13. So they're on cycle with everyone else. It's kind of... I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Only 15 laps into a 85 lap race here. 2 cautions so far. Not a bad amount. It's Talladega, so when something happens, everybody else gets collected in it. Hence why I hate these tracks with a burning passion in my heart. I would do what Darrell Waltrip said, fill it up with water and make it a big old pond. The 68 will pull, or not pull in, the pace truck will pull in here. Drivers enter the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Levin just went around there. Looks like he is able to save it. He is. Keep it green. That is the 11 this race. Oh, the 11 stamped wrong. No, that's the 41 actually. Aaron Marcus. Marquise. Marcus. I guess Q is a K. I'm horrible with last names. Absolutely horrible. That 12 is up there all alone. He has absolutely no help whatsoever. He's making it work, though. I don't know how. Tony's, you either have to force your way in, or you got to find a way in. I guess those are kind of the same, though. There's no gap for a while. He's got somebody helping him. Who's going to come and help him? Looks like he'll have some help here a little bit now, as he's got who is that? The Safe Flight truck behind him, the 65. Brandon Zimmerman come to his rescue. As Kennedy just tried to throw a block there, it was late. He wasn't able to move up in front of that third line. He's going to have to stay in the middle instead because of that. He's got help from the 57, getting really tight on exit, though. A little bit worried there looking at him. See the 110 of Brandon Newton. It's really raining here, so hopefully our power does not go out. I'm trying to say thunderstorm. Just a thunderstorm. Not too worried. See the 110, the 111, the 3, all on the bottom. Or the middle. 3 is on the bottom. We will lose a lead. The two teammates, the 111 and the 110, will go to the front now. Still 3 lines formed. These drivers are just, they're fanning out, using all the track they can. It's just what you have to do at, I almost said Daytona, at Talladega. Use everything possible. Ooh, almost a little bit of contact there. These guys have got to be super, super, super careful. Cars are going to move around a lot more than what these trucks will move around a lot more now. You're going to have arrow shoves. You're going to get tight. You're going to get loose if somebody absolutely nails you. I've saw a lot of happen before. Some guys just get too antsy and they just want to hit somebody, and they do, and it's just right up. Oh, there they go, the 51, and there's the big one here. Up on the catch fence, he is stuck there. They're still wrecking behind. Guy's just coming to a stop now behind him. 57 of Roth. That was a hard hit. I think he just got loose. I don't think anything. Look from the chase view here. Maybe netcode. I don't know. He just got really loose, came down, hit the 68, and then it's just on from there. He climbs the wall. He's in the catch fence there, literally rides it around. Somebody blows up in front of him. He comes down and clips the 78. Almost got by it. Backs it in. Some hard hits for him. Look at it from the cockpit view. Oh my gosh. He's all the way up on the fence. It just rolls down off it after that. We'll have to see. These guys come down pit road and get fuel, or what do they do? Let me also look for something. I have a callus on my pointer finger. Tired of it. It's getting annoying. Yep, they're going to come down pit road. I'm not surprised by that. Keep the fuel and everything else same as everybody else. Day is still not coming in. He's the only driver that has not pit this whole entire race. And I don't think that's a bad idea either. He's staying out of the stuff that's happening back there. He's not risking getting wrecked. Update. There's only 3 quarterbacks taken so far in the draft. Cam Moore, Jackson Dart, and Tyler Shuck was taken 40th by New Orleans. So the Shudder is still up on the board. Please, for the love of God, Pittsburgh, do not draft him. Please do not. Do not want him to be drafted. I'm a Steelers fan, if y'all can't tell. I don't think he's a locker room cancer. Too cocky. That's the same feed that I just went to. 4-0. Columbus leads. Wow, that's amazing. Got 21 over here. These guys are trying to keep their fast repairs. Looks like I think Hope can actually fix most of his damage. The 196 might be able to get away with his damage also. These guys can probably get away with fixing that. Now one thing that also possibly could have happened, they did not check or uncheck their fast repairs. Lights will go off on the pace truck here. So it will be the 101 of Justin Day leading them to the green flag. And he has not pitted this whole entire race. I think he's just trying to get away from all this stuff that's happening behind him, which is working so far. Good for him, but I don't know if it'll work much longer. But if it does, then he's the smart man. If it doesn't, well, he's not very smart then. One thing with iRacing is you think that you're making the right call, and then it comes back and bites you, and you're like, well, I don't know what to do here. Some of my analytics here really quickly for my channel in general. Yeah, 9 cents. Congrats. Okay, what the YouTube earn, I'll go ahead and say it. You do not earn a lot of money from ads on YouTube. You get 15 $15 per 1,000 views. Yeah, not very good. I haven't found that out. As you see, pace truck will pull in here as the green flag is in the air, and we are back underway here. Justin Day will get a pretty decent lead on the bottom. Need to unblock the he's trying to block one of these ads, but it's not a bad one at all. Video game ads. He's Chavez. He will jump down to the bottom. We got 3 wide here a little bit. Evan will go to the middle. He'll hook up with that 111 as he's going to give him a really good shove all the way around the track here. Wiggling, moving around. The 68 went from the top bottom at it's going to end up bad. He is trying to lead every single lane right here. I don't know if I'd be doing this earlier. 25 laps into an 85 lap race. I just don't see it being worth making these moves, but hey, that's my choice. If he wants to make them, or that's my thought. If he wants to make the moves, and he can make the moves. He's going to get almost bumped here. Oh, we got somebody around. That's the 110. That's the 101. Actually, no, who is that? There's 4 cars that look alike. That was not the, yeah, that was the, that was the 110 of Brandon Newton. Rewind it quickly. He got sideways. And 2 just drifts up the track right into his left rear as we have a caution on track here as somebody has wrecked. It looks like it was Barry Nelson, apparently. I don't think it was him. Somebody else. I think it might be Chris Lewis. Yeah, because Barry Nelson, I don't think that this is the caution it's looking for. Here it is. I was going to say. So what happens up here? 4 wide and just runs out of room. Oh, Hope, who just got his damage fixed, gets involved. That's the 111 of Chris Lewis. Just rolls it around. I was going to say, I had a feeling it was that, but I didn't get a notification for the wreck. The guys that have damage will come down pit road immediately. The 68 Heat will continue to lead. I'm gonna check on a Facebook here. Worked for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. I don't know if I'll be working there next season. They gotta hire me full time if they want me, because I'm not coming back for $12 an hour. Who will come down pit road? Some people. McConey, he should bring everybody else behind him. I'd be coming down pit road like right now, like almost every single time. I just want to stay on par with everybody else. Now, once we get to a point to where you can make it on fuel, I would not be coming back down pit road. I don't see it being worth it. I don't know. I don't see the point of it after that. But she got damage. And yeah, but eh. Day, Chris Lewis, Hurst, all down pit road. This is damage fixed. We have 3 drivers out of, no, more than 3. 5 drivers out of the race. Trying to check. As Jordan Birch was selected. I don't know who. Somebody picked him, though. But Evan will lead them back to green here. Lights should go off on the pace car this time by. So how many wide receivers are the Texans going to get? That's Jalen Noel. I think that's another Iowa State wide receiver. For the Texans, they drafted Jalen Higgins earlier. Steelers are 4 picks away from drafting somebody. I don't know who they're going to get with this next pick. Again, lights should go off on the pace car here, or pace truck. I keep saying car. I don't know why they switch it between whoever is, or what series it is. I wish they would just keep it certain. As long as they don't do what it did at Phoenix and hit the sandbags or sand buckets. I guess it'd be sand buckets. And lights go off here. We've got some people who are relatively on cycle. Day has yet to pit. I don't know how he's doing this. He's just got to be running it dry, and then I don't know. He's doing something weird. Beyond my comprehension is what he's doing. Too big of a brain is what he has. Got $60 or $70 for a booster bundle. $40 above market price, what it should be. So you got Rick Kennedy, some other guys back here. Pops the gum in my mouth so I'm not chewing my teeth. This gum is way too sweet though. I end up spitting it out after like 30 seconds. We've got 6 people out now. 4 cautions, 29 laps in. We keep seeing a lot of, though, is guys are getting tight middle of the corner and they drift up into the outside guy. They're going to need to start lifting on entry or there's something else. I don't know. Pace truck pulls in here. Evan Gometti will lead them back to green as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. The 191, the 50, the 2, 15, 3, 41, 11, 68 on the bottom. Wonder with these numbers somewhat becoming thinner, guys will start to lay off each other now, or if they just keep it going. I don't really care either way. Just don't wreck. And we got a and as soon as I'm saying that, we got a caution. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of people here again. I'm about to say just don't wreck, and we got a wreck here. Death just gets hooked. That sends him right around. Yeah, he just got hooked there flat out. Right in front of everybody. There was nowhere for them to go. Hey, well, Hope's pit crew is getting some work in. That was... Nobody had anywhere to go once he spun. That was the front of the pack there. A literal front of the pack. Who will come down pit road now? Oak is Nelson Wilson. Yeah, I'm not surprised these guys are. Somebody's blowing up. There goes his race. 5 cautions, 31 laps in. So Justin Day still yet to pit. Nobody, a decent amount came down pit road. A decent amount are still sitting in pit road because they have to be. I'm not sure though if that's good. Still want to see how. We'll find out how long Day can go. Day can probably go to lap 60 now that I think about it. The 68 here. He's going to continue to lead. I wonder how long he can stretch his fuel. He put on lap 21. He may be able to go to the end. If you save him. And he's not. He is running the highest gear he can. But I'd still be cutting the truck off. I wouldn't be riding around and using fuel. I think that's what Kinsley's doing. Nope. Anybody else doing it, or are they just set that far? Oh, there's somebody just doing it. Who was that? Somebody was doing it there. There it is. No, it's not. Is it him that's doing it? Mark Mann looks like he's doing it. Someone did it. Who was it? I don't know who it was, but I heard somebody do it. But lights will go off on the pace truck here. The next time by, it will pull and we will go back green. Kevin Winston Jr. All right, Pittsburgh, who do you draft? The lights do go off on the pace truck, so next time by, we'll pull in. We'll go back green here. Oh, gosh. Please don't be Shadur. Please don't be Shadur. I'm going to turn the volume up here for just a minute because I really want to see what this pick is. Oh gosh, here we go. Hold on, let's see. I'm genuinely curious to see who they select here. He's not Shadur. A running back, okay. But pace truck does pull in here. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Oh, somebody just blew up. Hello. That's the 39, the 24. That's a big wreck here. I heard somebody blow up. That's possibly what caused it. "24" is who it was. Jack Kelly. Okay, no, it's above him. Actually, it's the Justin Day that blew up? That's where it started. He just comes down in front of the... Oh my gosh, 11, and that's what blows up. That's what I heard. I heard something blow, and then it's just on from there. Where all that started. We'll see who comes down pit road now. They're catching the field. I was going to say that's a little bit weird. I know they're all catching it. Troy Thomas will stay out. Where'd 68 go? Oh my gosh. Wait, was he involved in that? I don't think he was. He was up front. I don't know what happened to him. Justin Day finally comes out. Well, he asked him down pit road. There's going to be a lot of people down pit road. Ooh, we got somebody ranting here. Hold on, I'm going to go on mute for just a second. Of course, it's an alcoholic college person. Who to guess? Me. Chris Lewis, Greg McConaughey's down pit road. This is top off. I wouldn't blame him. We've had 6 cautions in 36 laps. So, a lot of cautions, but at the same time, we're also kind of whittling the field down. Maybe the Browns get Shooter. I don't know. Been checking on that mid-race. I'm on the Shadur hate train. Mainly because I think he's cocky. Overly cocky. And you're just in college, dude. Like, you know. What are you gonna do? But lights have gone off on the pace truck here. Gonna get lined up here 2 wide. got guys that did it at lap. So the front 4 did it at lap 21. Then we have 35 behind them. I don't think anybody can make it to the end. I think that they will have to have at least one more pit stop here. At least one more. The pace truck will pull off here now. Thomas and Smith, the front row, can't speak English apparently. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Down the field to now 20 drivers. The 101 is way off the pace, so 19 pretty much. Andrew Teff going to work his way back up here after he got involved in in the second to last wreck. Pit road. Get Troy Thomas running around. Rick Kennedy in the second spot. Aaron Marquise. Marquise. No, that's not. That wouldn't sound right. I don't know. I'm horrible with last names. I can't speak. Have that second line working a little bit. They've got 4 cars up there with them currently. How will they handle it? Looks like they're going to be pretty good with it so far. 15 will jump out of line. He will bring 2 other people behind. Next, he's going to tuck back in now. I've just decided against that last minute. He wanted to go to the outside, and there they go. The 15 gets turned. Kinsley Smith sends the 110 hard in the wall. That brings out our 7th caution here. Chase view. Where's the chase? I know I have a chase view here. There it is. Slow it down. Go back a little bit more. Trying to see where he paints this white line. Yeah, he comes down. into the path of the 50, and then that just sets it off from there. The 110 just gets barely hooked behind. That'll send him hard into the wall. I don't think the 15 actually got out of this very well. He just spun around many times. There goes somebody's bumper. Some people down pit road. Les Levy will come down pit road actually instead. Pit from the lead. 10 to 7. 7 to 4 on Sunday. Not looking forward to that. I'll put Teft. That'll cycle. Yeah, that'll cycle Teft to the lead. Thomas will stay second. Some other guys will go up front. See a lot hitting here for damage, fast repair being used. One of the two. Just depends. I will go on mute here quickly as give my voice a little bit of a break. 7 cautions in, 42 laps into the race here at Talladega. As we are back here, pace truck getting ready to pull in here, as it will do. So Teff will be leading them back to green. Troy Thomas on his outside as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. This field has gotten a lot smaller than what it was. Pretty sure they may have almost had another wreck there. That was going into 3. I saw a car drift up. Not sure who it was, but somebody definitely came up off the bottom and about clipped the person that was on the outside of them. And I don't know who it was exactly, but somebody did it. He will stay on the bottom line here. Doesn't really want to move up off of it. We got a second lane forming now. Up off the bottom. Taft, I think he'll stay there. He will, but we're going to have the 196 hop up into that high line. He's going to try to take a run here from 62 with Les Levy. Not going to be able to get going anywhere with it, though. Got to keep that in mind. I thought somebody was around for a second. Saw the 196 move up just a tad, and I got a little bit nervous. See how much that 62 is willing to shove. I wonder if that 12 is getting a little bit warm there because he hopped up to that high line. I don't know. I think he's still fine. Ride that middle. I don't think they're going to get this middle lane going. With the way the 12's ducking out, it's going to hurt the 62. He's not going to be able to get it big enough of a run. That's who looked. He drifted up there just a little bit. I was wondering if he was going to try to go towards the top there for just a second. He's just going to stay in that bottom line. The 196 will actually get a shove here from the 62, so these guys are finally lining up for him. Looks like he might get a push to the lead here. He will for just a second. This 62's going to get hooked there. No. I thought they were going to get wrecked there for a minute. That was almost bad. That was 2 separate incidents where I about saw somebody get wrecked. That was almost really, really bad. A little bit less than 40 laps left in this race. Been here for a while. It has been an hour and 15 minutes this race has gone on. We have had, I think, 7 cautions up to this point. don't come up on the track. That was Troy. That's going to end up bad. We might have a wreck here soon. Hold on. We may have one here coming off of 4 in the trioval. The way they're moving around, I don't have a good feeling about this. Please don't make a bad move here. I think they're fine right now. When I saw that 3 down the apron, I got really, really nervous. That is not what I wanted to see there at all. That 2 and the 98 are staying pretty close to each other, though. Let's see who will try to make a move. We've only got 3 people in that middle line. 12 has dropped back. I don't blame him. I'd be doing that also. Tef's just staying to that bottom line at the moment. He's got the 2 of Kennedy giving him a pretty good shove also, so he doesn't really have to worry about too much at the same time. Watching some guys just go around here right now. This 2 is going to blow up here in a minute if he doesn't stop shoving. He is asking for it. He's up on Tef's bumper a lot. And I mean a lot. And I don't think it's going to last much longer here. It may very well blow up in about 2 to 3 laps because he's pushing hard. See, if you look at the 2 right now of Kennedy, there's little to no room. Again, I just don't have a good feeling about that. He's been up to him so close. I don't know where he's getting the time to cool the engine down, or if he is, for the matter of that. It's getting a little bit dark here at Dega, and Dega doesn't have lights, so it's going to get dark here pretty quickly. The weather right now, cloudy. Track temp is 105 though. Hot. It's a hot track. Maybe contributing. So we've got, looks like 3 and 4 are in the sun. 1 and 2 appear to be in the shade. No, the exit of 4 is in the shade. The whole front stretch is shaded also. So was it only the middle of 3 that's in sun? Oh, a little bit of a contact there between the 196 and the 2. More contact between the 3 and the 62. Two's still shoving that 98. I don't know how he's doing that. I would have thought that engine would just be gone at this point in time. He's just been going for it over and over and over and over again. DSF is just, he's staying bottom. He's not even trying to move up at all. He's just staying glued to it. At 196, he's not so secure on the bottom or on that middle line. He's kind of moving up and down a little bit. Like he's at 62, he's kind of having to deal with that. 24 goes down below the apron just a tad. So I don't know about that. It's just kind of... I think that's what's hurting that 62 is he can't get lined up correctly on that 162 or that 192 in front of him. Causing him to struggle dealing with that car or that truck in front of him. That's 62. They're all trying to shove. It's definitely gotten calmer here. He's just sticking to the bottom. We have less than 30 laps left. They've been picking them off. I haven't really been noticing that. They've just been going. And no caught. I'm not even going to say it. I say I know I'll speak something into existence knowing how I am. Somebody just blew up. I heard that. Who just blew up? I don't know if somebody did, but I heard it. I think it must be somebody on pit road. Yeah, it had to be somebody on pit road there, because I heard somebody blow. See that 2's backed off now. I wonder if he's gotten hot. I think he has. I would not be surprised that he's the one that's gotten hot because he was shoving that 98 religiously for a while there. He just wasn't getting off the bumper at all. Gotten pretty stagnant right now. I think everybody's deciding to ride. I still think they're going to have one more pit stop. You might see that around lap 70, maybe 65. And we'll see that pit stop for these guys, possibly. And 196 is all alone now. He got kind of just shucked out by himself. Got to drag. He's got some help coming. He might actually want to fall in line because he's going to be burning more fuel. I would not want to be the one that's getting off strategy. There it is. Said lap 65. I was 5 laps short on it. That's not going to make it to pit road. I don't think we got guys missing it. They somehow got on pit road. I don't know how they did it, but they did. But 25 to go. This will be the last pit stop these guys will have to make. For fuel, at least. You guys can get away cleanly or not. The 24 and the 7 out and away. $196, 707, 85 currently. As there they go down pit road. These guys will come also the 11 and somebody else will stay out. Oh, getting all right. That's speeding right there, 100%. That's 100% too fast on entry. For the 196, I believe he'll be given a penalty here. That looked fast getting in. I think, and he misses his box. Let's see, how long is he going to stay there? 15. Yep, penalty. I had a feeling he got one, and he did. He looked really, really hot getting in there. Got two guys that have yet to come down pit road. We'll be looking at them. Chris and Frank need to come down pit road now. See if these guys get in hot here or not. How fast do they come? No, they don't even come this time. They're going to stay out one more lap. They pit on lap 35. This is not horrible of a pit for them. And the reason I say that is because they have somebody else to work with. It's not just being alone. They're going to have to come down pit road now, though. See where they come down now. They're going to stay out again. So just kind of the time difference. They are running 53s. And the guys that pitted behind them are running 49s and 51s. That's how much of a difference an extra person makes. The reason I say that is because the person behind them is... they're not getting the push from behind, so they have no support coming from them. They don't have a shove that's getting them up to the person in front of them. That's what I'm getting at. See how fast these guys come up on them. Tapping these guys back here, they're running up on them also. They're running 49. I think they're catching the draft, though, more than anything else. 20 laps left. As they will get by each other somewhat. They're going to be side by side, though. Beth will try to lead this pack now. These front two have yet to go down pit road. Screw behind them will catch them. And less than 10 laps, though. They're running 3 seconds faster. You see, they cut it down from a 25 to a 24. I don't think these guys can make it. Well, actually, hold on. If it's 50 laps, we've had some cautions. They pitted at lap 35. They could make it to the end. I don't know. How much did they save? They were tucked back, so they might have a chance to... They can make it here on fuel. They very well could make it on fuel. I'm interested to see. $18 seconds behind, though, running 3 seconds faster. If these guys got sorted out, they'd be coming quicker. However, nope, yeah, they came to pit. Frank and Chris came to pit. I was going to say, I saw the time ticking down really quickly. That'll put this battle up here. So when will somebody move out of Andrew? Move out from behind Andrew? The 12 and McConey trying to make his move. Oh no, that's not good. Blinked in front of the 3. That's gonna be something to watch. What in the world? Andrew, he'll actually lose the lead as that 12 did get a good shove from the 3 there for just a second. However, Andrew would be able to fight back on the inside. Greg McConey and Troy Thomas. As McConey will jump down to the bottom. See, what does Tef do now is a better question. Hold on here. Look at this very quickly. These guys were still going to race side by side. You're going to see everybody stuck side by side with each other until the end of this race. Around 7 laps to go is when I expect to see somebody make a pretty bold move. Try to get to the outside of someone. But I think we'll see. That's who it was. Ribbo. I don't know how to say that name. Now that I've done that. I just came across something there that I had to check. 13 laps left. You see Norris and these guys back here. They're lined up, but they're running about a second behind each lap. So I don't think that they'll be able to make a run at it here. Sadly for them. Might fall just a little bit short. Not catching them at all. You can see the times there on the left side, 51s to 50, mid-50s. I think it's really because they're not lined up. But that being said, these guys are running side by side, so a little bit surprised that they're still doing what they're doing. Would have thought that maybe we'll make a run, possibly? I don't know, though. See 11 laps to go, so 2 lines will form. We're probably going to see a third one form here pretty soon. Just depends on who will make that third line. I don't think we'll see it right now just because they've kind of fallen apart here. If they were going to form something, would have happened a little bit earlier. The 04 is trying to sneak around. I keep on wanting to say Ambrose because I saw that paint scheme so many before, and that was Ambrose with a old, or not old. It was a money racer, McConey cutting that close. He wants to try to take the lead. Wow. Gosh, these guys are cutting it close now. They are cutting it really, really close. These are, no, they're not lap cars. That's, the 04 is a lap car. I was going to say, that's not a lead lap driver behind him. I looked a little odd. I was thinking something was up. We got these guys that are going to be catching. I'm not sure who that is, but they're catching somebody. Lots of guys that stayed out for as long as they could. I think they were trying to get a caution. I think that's what it was. They were trying to draw that out there, and they just couldn't get it in time. It was worth a shot. I don't blame them for it. They're going to put them 3 wide, though. Get them done and over with. Let's see. That one pretty good. That'll put the 12 to the lead, the 3's there. I want to see what Teft makes move-wise. I don't think there's much he can do, but I think there is a little bit that can be done on that front. What was it? Scarlet Crown? Stellar Crown. I can't spell. Oh, that's a block. Do that. 8 to go. Going to be moving around a lot more. They're searching. He's trying to find something. He's up to the top, down to the bottom. 85's trying to find a way around McConey. He's going to finally get side by side. Side draft. That's where it gets a little bit nerve-wracking there. I'd say that much. The reason I say that, these cars tend to move around a lot. Sorry. I mean a lot. And it is not fun at all. See that. Once those cars start wiggling around, it's like, oh, crap. Here we go at that point in time. These guys have 7 laps to go, so we're going to get a lot more movement. A lot more. That's 60. 85 will try to go up high. Get somebody to go with him, but nobody wants to work with him at all. I have to try to find somebody else. Who will be the one that will make the move? I don't know who it will be, but somebody's going to have to move. To go. Oh, the 12 is blinking again. 04 is... I don't know where he just came from. He came from somewhere, though. I have no idea where that happened. Everybody start pushing a little bit more aggressively. Some moves will be made. That is not the brightest, but it's where some guys see it as a smart idea. It's not. Trust me, it's not. They're still going to be shoving as hard as they can. This is when you might want to lay off possibly and just get a little bit more attempts to work with. When you realize that you can shove, then go for it. McConey will stay with the lead here currently. Just a tag, got to keep it straight. To go here. They're coming around here to the white flag in 2 laps. How aggressive will they be is the question. How much are they going to shove? A5's hopped up into that high line. He's side by side. Not giving an inch. 12's sticking on the bottom. These guys are going at it. Had a long race here. It's gotten overcast at Talladega. Two more laps here. Three wide now. The 111's hopped up into that top line. And he's got a teammate in front of him. And the 191 These two are going to try to shove the 85, trying to throw a block on the bottom. He can't get down there, though. The 04 is going to make a little bit of contact there. They're going to save it as they come off a 4 here. Trying to get the white flag, and there's a wreck behind. Will we stay green? We will not. So overtime here as they wreck behind. The 3 of Troy Thomas gets involved. The 111 got loose and down into Troy. Troy had nowhere to go. Hold on, look at this. Look at the 111. He almost comes off the ground. Watch this truck here. Watch the tires lift. Right there, he's off the ground, and it comes back down immediately after that. And he actually doesn't have that bad of damage either, which is surprising. But that'll group everybody else up again here now. So, whole new race. I don't think we'll see anybody come down pit road. Wilson will come down. These guys will come down. This is for tires, most likely. I don't think they're close on fuel. So I'll go on mute here before the end of, or before we get the green flag again. See, Pace Truck has pulled in here. 3 laps, a green, a white checkered attempt. Entering the Geico restart zone. And we are back underway here. So 85 will get a good shove on the bottom. Andrew, if he wants to hop up now, he might as well do it, as he will. Hop up in front of that 12. Now, will McConey decide to shove, or will he go to the outside of Andrew? Looks like he will decide to shove Andrew. So going down the backstretch here, these guys will be racing pretty hard with each other. We'll have the lead here. Who's going to make a move? Oh, gosh, somebody's going to make a move. There they go. Already swapping. Andrew going to go up and try to block the 12. The 12 will go to the inside. The 7. What's the 7 going to do? Like, he will go to the middle. These guys are slicing and dicing. The white flag is in the air one more time around. So whatever happens, happens. Somebody gets wrecked. Well, so be it at this point, it seems like. The 85 here, trying to stay on the bottom. Will that 12 get a massive run? Is the question. Andrew all the way to the high line. McConey going to the middle. He had the leads for just a second. 7 on his bumper. The 7, if you're the 7 right now, anybody who's in front of you, you are shoving as hard as you can. Kilday with the lead coming out of 4 as they will go through the trial with the 85. 3 wide here at Talladega. Coming down to the line, it will be Greg McConey who will win there, and they are wrecking. That's the whole field after the, well, that's just everybody else just wrecked after that. Everybody's wrecking now. But McConey comes home with the win. Adam Kilday second, Andrew Teff third. A long race. McConey comes home with it. See if he'll burn it down. Watch them burn it down. We'll pull up the finishing order here. We'll get the third place driver in for a interview. We'll start with Andrew Teft here. Hey, Andrew, this is Bryson in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
And so you come home third, fall a little bit short there. But, you know, how did the race go for you overall, though? Because I know you had to fight through a little bit of adversity there early on.
Yeah, it was kind of a race of survival for a little while, and had to use my fast repair early, so I was a little worried about that, but kind of cleaned up toward the end a little bit, and we were able to get some green flag laps in, and luckily didn't crash until after the checkered there at the end. But you know, Troy and Greg and I were working pretty good together the whole race, so I got to thank them, and congrats to Greg. And I think I got put 4 wide or something coming to the white flag, and kind of had to regather myself. And Dalton gave me a heck of a push up top there in the third lane. Thought maybe I could, you know, come back around to the start finish in front, but I think I needed to maybe take that tri-oval a little bit tighter, but I couldn't put much more wheel into it without getting spun out while getting pushed. So, but yeah, great finish for all 3 of us, and yeah, I mean 3 wide finish there at the end, so can't ask for much more than that.
You know, so what was, well, you already kind of described that, but, you know, what do you think, well, that's a dumb question to ask. I'm trying to think of one to ask you. So what was your guys' fuel window? Because I was trying to guess that, and I know it's 100%, so was it 50 to 55 laps for you all?
It was about 32 or so.
I was way off. Holy crap.
Yeah, there was a couple cautions that put us into a window. You know, we weren't sure if we wanted to come in and top off to play that game in case the race did go green, or if we should stay in front and try to stay out of trouble, and kind of opted for that more than the fuel strategy, just banking on some yellows. And yeah, I think that final caution before the last one made it a one-stop race for everybody at that point, and just a matter of if we had enough for green white checkers and how much of a margin you gave yourself.
I was going to say, I must have been thinking about the cup cars. I know the cup cars can go a lot longer, but I know it's been a long race. I'm not going to keep you here any longer. Is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, congrats again to Greg, and want to thank you for putting on the show. And everybody that tunes in to watch, shows up to race, our servicemen and women, my team, family, friends. I want to thank Kensley for doing my paints over at KS Designs. You can find a link to his site right on our website homepage. And if you're interested in checking us out, just head on over to racerselite.com. You can find all of our info there, schedule, standings, the whole 9 yards.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
I appreciate it.
That was Andrew Tuff, the third place car. We'll bring in the second place driver in Adam Kilday. Hey, Adam, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, man. How's it going?
And so you come home second. You fall just a little bit short. You know, what was going through your mind that last lap, especially coming out of 4, being 3 wide, knowing you had a shot at it?
Yeah, I was just I knew I had my teammate Les Levy behind me. I was just trying to hold it as steady as I could, coming to the checker, coming out of 4 really to make it easier for the 62 to push me across the line. Unfortunate, we didn't speed match the second and third lane on the exit of 4, and they kind of had a run through the whole tri-oval, and one of them were able to get it. I think it was the 12, right? Yeah, the 12 came out with it at the very end. But you know, it was only like 10 of us about left racing for the win at the end, so it was we were kind of able to make something of it, you know, to put on somewhat of a decent show, and I think we accomplished that at the end of this race, so it didn't turn out too bad at the end of the day.
It was definitely tough early on. Then once it got later into it, it seemed like it kind of filtered out. But you know, how do you think that it would have been, if we didn't have the last caution when y'all were really kind of not sorted out. Y'all were running 2 lanes, but that was after y'all came out of pit road. Do you think the race would have ended a little bit differently? Because that was kind of everybody was just kind of for themselves at the moment.
Yeah, at the right before that caution, that last caution actually, everyone was kind of hot on temps at the time, and I ended up putting my teammate Mark Mann uh up on the second lane by himself so he could kind of get some fresh air to the front of his car. So um I ended up leaving him some space up there to cool his engine, and then coming into turn 3, I believe, we were about to get the white flag. A wreck happens, which was unfortunate because I had just moved up in front of Mark to where he was in a position to actually push me all the way to the end without having to worry about temps. So if it would have stayed green and that yellow didn't happen, it probably could have played out more in my favor, but who knows. But yeah, so I don't know. It was unfortunate for my teammate as well because he dropped out from internet connection issue, and he ended up going a lap down because of it. And he needed that yellow to come out sooner to try and get back on the lead lap. But all in all, I was just hanging out with the boys tonight, and it was fun chilling with those guys and watching all the carnage that was happening from the back. So yeah, it was pretty fun to watch.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna shout out the this league right here, Racers Elite, for putting this on again. Super awesome show that they're able to put together here for some of the guys. I want to shout out to one of the other leagues I run in for Superspeedways. It's mostly do a lot of OP racing and CFM Speedway Monkey racing on Sundays. Um, and then other days throughout the week with OP. And shout out to the teammates I run with here. So Mark and Les, I was in Discord with tonight. We didn't have as many other guys that we did last week, which was unfortunate, but we still enjoyed the night for what it was, and then the broadcast. So shout out to you doing the broadcast and stuff, and that's greatly appreciated as well.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
I appreciate it, dude.
That was Adam Kilday, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Greg McConey now. Hey, Greg, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you. What's up?
And so you come home with the win. What was going through your head those final really 3 laps with you all being 3 wide there?
I was nervous, man. I didn't get the restart I wanted after that. After the yellow came out, and then Andrew, I was working with all night along with Troy, and we got Andrew up ahead of me. We were able to push him out to the lead, and my plan was just to ride with him for a while, but he got the lead. I told him, do what you got to do. He went low, and that was in 3 or something like that, I think. And then Andrew came back up. I went up. I had the 7 behind me. It was just, that was mayhem, and it was fun, and it was crazy. I still can't believe I won that, but yeah, I'll take it.
So how did that caution there towards the end, not the one that caused green white checkered, but the one before that, did that throw a wrench in y'all's plans? Because it seemed like I think it would have turned out a little bit differently because it didn't give everybody a chance to choose their lane. So how do you think that would have turned out if that caution wouldn't have been there towards the end?
Yeah, the one before, you're talking about the one that
Not the
before
green
the
white
green white
checkered one.
checkered.
Yeah, before the
Yeah.
green white checkered.
I was hoping it wasn't going to come out. I was in a good spot. I knew Adam was there. I figured he was racing with Mark. So that was interesting having the lap car there, and that's Mark's prerogative. He's trying to race his way back after he got disconnected. He's trying to get back on the lead lap the hard way. So all for him doing what he's got to do. It was going to be a shootout no matter what. And then when that yellow came out, I knew I had enough fuel. I had like 7 laps left, but I knew some other guys were going to be close. So I knew I was good for the green white checkered. It was going to be a question of who else took enough fuel under the green flag stop. So
And so, how do you? Well, I was gonna say there was. Well, no, they couldn't have made it towards the end. I was thinking about the 2 that stayed out, but really, what was going through your head through the travel more than anything else, knowing it was going to be really, really close between all 3 of you there?
I jumped on the mic, and as we were in like 3 and 4 or whatever, I told the 7, I was like, you just push all you can. He goes, I'm trying, I'm doing what I can. And then I just knew I had one chance to side draft Adam enough to pull him back. And I was just praying that the outside line at the wall didn't get a big enough run. They didn't. And I was just praying at the end there as we're coming through the tri-oval, no bad bumps. Everybody just keep it straight. I don't care if I come home 3rd. I just want to come home and get a good finish out of this thing. And hey, we'll take the win. The side draft worked. I got to thank the 7 for all the help that he gave me. Austin did a fantastic job there at the end. He said he'd push me all the way, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you think, or anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank my family that tunes in now and then. I got to thank Truth and Teft and all the guys that helped put this league on. Troy, who I was running with Teft and with Truth, all those guys. Andrew puts on a fantastic league here. I love being able to come and run when I can. I got to thank my wife, who is keeping an eye on the kids tonight. I got to thank, all the fans that come out and watch. I got to thank you. You put on a great stream. Can't wait to go back and watch this thing. And yeah, it was a great win, and we closed it out with barbecue sauce.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was Greg McConey, the race winner. Go over the top 10 here. Greg McConey, Adam Kilday, Andrew Teft, Austin Norris, Les Levy, Dalton Wilson, Troy Thomas, Chris Lewis, Jack Kelly, Rick Kennedy is the top 10. But I'm not going to keep y'all here any longer. It's also getting hot as crap in this room. I got a paper that I need to write, so I will let you all go.